Hey there, it's Danny Laux, and today we're going to spend a little bit of time together talking about the best way that we can eat to help us with our challenge to lose 8 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days. I'm actually really excited about all of you stepping forward and doing such a fantastic job with, letting all of us know why this is important to you, because it goes back to our intention. So make sure you go back to some of the older posts that I've been doing to get us ready for this challenge, because that intention that you're going to set for yourself is very key, extremely the key to help us to see the results that we want to see. Holding yourself accountable and staying strong with your intention to help you to get through the entire 30 days. And it's a great way to start the habit and continue it for the rest of your life. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so a couple questions that I've been getting regarding, how should I be eating? What should I be doing for my exercise? I am going to be working all week on putting together the videos for you, so that way you're completely ready to start on Friday. So make sure you go back to any of the older posts with some of the tips that I have out, and then continue to move forward each day with these tips so that you're getting yourself organized and ready to go, because this is really the chance for you to look at this and say, okay, I'm doing this. I am really going to do this time, instead of just talking about it, because we know how we do that, right? Okay, so let's go over a couple of things about food. First of all, there's a couple of tips that are really going to help you, and you may have heard some of these tips before. So the difference this time is that, one, you are ready to start. Two, you've set that intention for yourself for the next 30 days, okay? And three, you're just going to do it. It comes down to enough already that I've heard what I'm supposed to do. This time I'm really going to listen, and I'm going to take these tips, and maybe you'll learn something new as well, and it'll help you. Okay, so number one, make sure that you are every single morning before you start your day, you are drinking your water with lemon. Okay, so go back to the older posts and make sure you're watching and reading how exactly you are supposed to be doing that, because it's different than just cutting lemon up and putting it into your water, which is really just to flavor your water, and that's not what this is about. So make sure you go back and you check that out, okay? Also, drinking water continuously throughout the day, so you're staying hydrated, because sometimes we feel hungry and we're really thirsty. Our body is craving water. So I want you to make sure that you are focused on getting your water in, and also drink water with your meals. Especially, let's say if you're going to have something else with your meal, which I don't really recommend, but some of us do that. Drinking a glass of water along with that is going to help you have less of the other drink and more of the water. Okay, so that is basically our tip number one to get you going. Number two is to eliminate the other things like the sodas, okay, and the juices and things like that, and really trying to stay focused on drinking your green tea, which is going to be so helpful. A lot of you that want to avoid caffeine, like myself, you can do the decaf tea, which is great. And you can also, I know you're getting the lemon water in earlier in the morning before you start your day, but you can cut up, cucumbers and lemons and strawberries and things like that, and put it into your water for some natural flavors too, okay? You can also check out the things like Crystal Light, not the old Crystal Light because it has artificial sugars in it, but you want to check out the new pure Crystal Light if you want a little extra something in your water, okay? All right, so let's go on now to how often should I be eating every day. You really want to eat about every 3 hours would be really good, okay? Some of us every 4 hours works great. Some of us need every 2 hours. It really depends on when you get up in the morning and when you're going to bed at night, okay? So I want you to make sure that you are preparing your day, whatever that means. If you have to pack your food and bring it with you, you have to prepare it the night before. Again, you just have to do it, okay? Enough of, I gotta take 10 minutes and get this ready. Well, you know what? Yeah, you do, because you're worth it. And it's 10 minutes or it's 5 minutes to get some carrots in a baggie, you know, cook some hard-boiled eggs. They take like 8 minutes, and cool them off, and they're so easy just to make sure that you're not going without protein for your day. And I just look at it as really, you know what, I think we come up with a million excuses in our day with things that are going on, and I know life happens, okay? So believe me, I totally feel for you. I'm extremely compassionate. I'm just telling you that we're at the point right now with this challenge where we are doing what we need to do to see the results that we need to see, okay? So you have to make the time. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It's going to actually save you time later on because you're all ready and you're prepared. And then you're not going to grab crap to eat because you're starving, right? Okay, so focus on your food being prepared for you so that way you are eating every 2 to 4 hours. And no more than 5 hours is going by without eating. Okay, that's extremely important. Make sure, all right? So keep track of that. Now, balancing your foods out with what you're choosing to eat is very important as well, okay? So yes, we want our protein, and yes, we want our carbohydrate. And in the post below the video, I'm going to write out some choices for you to pick from, okay? So that way you can see what a meal plan actually looks like, okay? And you can either say, okay, you know what, I'm just going to do that meal plan exactly like that, or you may to adjust it a little bit. You know, you may need to tweak it here or there if there's something on there that you're allergic to or that you really don't like. Usually what I tell you is, if it's something that you don't like, try it again and see if this time you will like it. You know, sometimes it takes a while. You have to find the right way to, you know, to mix it. One of the reasons I shared my meal plan with you the meal that I really liked with you the other day is because I really don't like cottage cheese by itself. I don't. I have to mix it that way so that I can eat it. Helps me get a little more protein in. So that's why I mix it together that way. Okay, so basically make sure after you watch the video that you go ahead and take some notes on what I have written down, and then frequently go back to the blog for more ideas, because I do have the Eating Clean tab that has some older shopping lists and meal plans that I have put on there too that you may find helps you as well. Alright, so remember, we're going back to sticking to our intention, right? Have it written down so you can see it every day. Stick it on the refrigerator, whatever you need to do. So that way, you know, you're flipping that light switch that we talked about in your brain so that you're ready, okay? You're getting your food prepared. You're getting your lemons so that you're having your lemon water every morning. Kickstart your body and get yourself going. And you are not skipping any meals. So you are making sure that you're eating every 2 to 4 hours throughout the day, okay? And here's one thing also that's really going to help you is try to not eat anything 3 hours before you go to bed. Okay? Most of us can do this. Now here's where this gets a little tricky. If you are exercising in the evening, that later hour, you probably are going to need something then closer to bedtime. Alright? So you're probably eating about 5 meals a day regularly, and then on the days where I teach a class later in the evening or I'm exercising later in the evening, I will usually have that later meal, because I know that it's going to be very difficult for me to go to sleep because it's been hours then earlier from when I've had my last meal. So you think about that, okay, with how that's going to best fit into your plan with when you are actually getting your workouts in, okay? And then take lots of notes on what you see here and comment below and let me know how you're doing with everything and what other questions you have, because I'm going to be talking about the triggers, and I need to know what your top triggers are, okay, what makes you fall off from eating. Okay, and hopefully this time you've set that intention so that now it's just going to be that mental game for you where you can get yourself away from the temptation. But I'm going to still give you some tips on that. So keep talking to me and let me know what those difficult times are for you, and then I can answer those questions for you in the next video, as well as some exercise tips and exactly what you need to do for your exercise as well. All right, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.